Good morning, this is Steve O'Hare from Signal Centre, and this morning I'm presenting our weekly report on equity indices and commodities. Now we're going to look at a couple of assets in each of those classes. We're going to look at FTSE to start with, that's the UK 100, and the DAX, which is GER 30. And also we're going to move on, when we move on to the commodities, we're going to look at the popular products of oil. We're going to look at the WTI US oil, and we're also going to look at gold, that's XAU USD, gold against the dollar. So we'll start with FTSE, and we've got a bit of a mixed bag in FTSE. Now we've got a backdrop currently, which is affecting all the markets I've just mentioned. We've got Brexit looming. October the 31st is D-Day for Brexit, and also we've got the trade wars, the escalation in the trade wars recently impacting on equities, but they seem to keep bouncing back after the initial impact. So this is the reason for the mixed picture in the FTSE. We've got the bearish engulfing. So August was a negative time for FTSE, the UK 100. We saw a bearish engulfing on here, although you can see there's quite a big tail in this bearish engulfing. We're still in an uptrend. We're above the Ichimoku cloud, which is a clear sign of looking for positive movement going forward. But if we look at the weekly chart, we can see this almost a bullish outside bar. It's a bullish engulfing candle, but it's almost a bullish outside bar, which is even stronger, and it's reacted from this Ichimoku cloud support again. So, and we've started on quite a positive note this morning in FTSE also. We can see if I drop down to the hourly chart, we can see the initial we kicked off around 72.15, and straight away we're up to challenge Friday's highs and broken through there. So a positive start to FTSE despite the negativity from trade wars. So if I move across to DAX, there's another couple of interesting formations in DAX. If we go and look at the monthly chart, we can see again the rejection of the move lower. This was the big sell-off on the back of the escalation in the trade war, and prices have bounced straight back. We hit support around about the lows of, let me just move my little picture out the way. We saw the lows around 11,276, and prices have reacted higher from there. That's formed a bullish hammer. And again, price action above the Ichimoku cloud, so in positive territory. That's the monthly chart. But the real formation that we're looking at in DAX, which is formed over the last few days, is this reverse head and shoulders formation. Now that's a really strong formation, and this has turned us bullish on DAX. The neckline that we're looking at in DAX is 118.50. So we've had a break of the neckline, and price action has pushed strongly through it. We're looking for a throwback to this neckline to set longs at 118.50 to target the move higher. So that's very positive for DAX. And again, price action started low this morning, but was pushed higher quite quickly, and looks for another positive week on there. Let's go to oil. Oil on the monthly chart. Again, oil will be impacted by the trade wars, obviously, and also the equities. So when we get a strong move upwards in equities, we tend to see the oil price move up with it. It's obviously affected by the dollar as well. So when we get a strong dollar, prices move lower. When we get a weaker dollar, prices will move higher. And that's the reason oil has been under pressure with the dollar slightly stronger. Now, we've posted last month, in August, we've posted a bullish hammer. Again, along with the indices, this is positive. We're in the Ichimoku cloud, so we expect price action to remain quite volatile and mixed. Let's take it down to the daily chart, and we can see this is normally a negative formation. This is a descending triangle formation where we're seeing lower highs forming. We've got the Ichimoku cloud. It's not a strong resistance here, so there is a possibility of a break higher. But at the moment, we're seeing this bottom around $50.50. And that is the key support level. We've seen the resistance hit twice. We've seen the support hit 3 times. So although we're slightly negative to start on oil, in the next couple of days, a break above this resistance should lead to an extended move higher. So a bit of a mixed bag, both in equities and oil, although there is a bullish underlying tone. Now, if we take a look at gold, one of the main formations is easy to show on the monthly chart. So this is a long-term formation. So this is projecting quite a way into the future. We've got this reverse head and shoulders formation again. We mentioned this on a shorter time frame in the DAX. And we're looking for, there's a measure move target here of $1,685. Now, after prices broke through the $1,355 neckline, there's been nothing holding back. Price action in August was very strong. Again, this was on the back of the trade war escalation. Gold has always been a safe haven asset. So in times of conflict or trouble, you'll normally see assets or cash going into gold. So this is what we've seen. So it looks pretty strong on this picture. At the moment, we're looking for we've got a medium-term target which we had of $1,575. Just fell short of there. $1,555 we got up to last week. We've got a 61.8% retracement at 1586, and as I say, the measured move of this reverse head and shoulders is 1685. So very positive on gold. At the moment, we're seeing a little bit of retracement from this 1555 level, slightly negative and indecisive price action over the last few days. And again, this morning, it started on a bit of a negative footing. So it looks like we're going to move lower to retest this upward trending support line. Now, this is an 8-hour chart. We've got the Ichimoku cloud offering good support here, and we've got this trend line coming in currently at 1504. So from a short-term perspective, we see this negative price action moving lower, but expect buyers to resurface around about the 1504, 1505 level, maybe slightly higher. 1510 is quite a key level normally in gold. So that's our presentation of the technicals from the equities and the commodities. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to speaking to you soon.